Let me ask you something, nigga.
All right, what you got? Yeah.
What do you think,
Okay.
or how the fuck do you think it would feel if you ever did run into some extraterrestrials? Like,
I'd feel like it'd be a very, like what Bob Lazar say, an ominous feeling, like some you don't know how to take in for the moment.
yeah, it's just, I was thinking about that. Cause I mean, I've seen shit in the sky.
Oh
We hear all these crazy ass stories about encounters with
the third
these
kind
other
and
species.
shit, yeah.
The crazy thing is, there's all kinds of different species out there.
Yeah,
I
there's
believe
there's a lot of species.
But so if we did run into one personally, then
Mm-hmm.
that for sure would fucking, you'd have to throw out all your fucking beliefs. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you're religious as fuck, they'll find a way to be like, oh, it was a demon or something.
Some type of shit, I guess.
Yeah.
But it basically, you would have to get rid of all your beliefs.
So that's called a cognitive dissonance. Basically, what that means is when a set of facts hit you, but the thing is, it's gonna question your whole reality, so you deny it because you're comfortable where you are. Yeah. You would just
crazy.
yeah. Well, what you got?
I mean, that was just a fucking question.
Oh, just a question. Just a good morning.
Anyways, I want to focus on Alaska, nigga.
The Alaska bull one?
Just Alaska. I mean,
I'm trying to figure out what I got on Alaska in my little dome. What you got?
I mean, it's not really talked about. Like, a lot of it, anything Alaska, you really don't hear much about. But
okay,
you'll be surprised how much interesting things there is about it.
They got another Area 51 down there, huh?
So, look, I want to get into this official missing persons report in Alaska.
Okay.
Recent Alaska Department of Public Safety reporting shows hundreds of people reported missing in short time spans. 437 people were reported missing from April through June 2023 alone across the state. So Alaska's missing persons clearinghouse tracks all such cases, including juveniles and adults, through law enforcement databases. Okay. So 437 people were reported missing April through June.
In Alaska.
In Alaska, which is fucking crazy. Have you ever heard of the Alaska Triangle?
No, not the Alaska Triangle.
All right, so here's Alaska.
Okay.
This triangle right here is what I want to cover. This little spot right here. What is the Alaska Triangle? It's a defined triangular region in Alaska, usually drawn between Anchorage, Juneau, and Barrow, Alaska. It's sometimes called the Bermuda Triangle of the North.
Of the North shit.
All right, so this is what's claimed. Stories say that within this area, planes vanish without trace. People go missing in wilderness or towns. Compasses and the navigation systems fail. And UFOs are frequently sighted in this fucking area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Straight lights and sounds are reported. So just in this area right here, the Alaska Triangle, over 20,000 people are said to have disappeared in the Alaska Triangle since the 1970s. Some sources break it down as 16,000 disappearances since 1988 within that triangular area, an average of about 2,250 people per year being reported missing.
Damn.
That's roughly twice the national average for missing people. and the fucking U.S.
Well, makes sense now why they're not reporting it,
because what
that's something to question the fuck out of.
like what the fuck is
Like,
going
what's
on?
going on? Hold up, we need to.
Okay, so have you ever heard of biovortices?
No,
Man,
biovortices.
you probably have.
Talk about it.
So the term comes from Ivan T. Sanderson.
Uh-huh.
In the 1970s, he proposed there are about 12 regions around the Earth where
Okay.
strange phenomena
Phenomenon's happening.
cluster, right? Famous ones include the Bermuda Triangle. So that would be a vital vortex area.
Fucking Skinwalker Ranch and all that shit.
The Devil Sea,
Mhm.
near Japan, the South Atlantic Anomaly, the North and South Poles,
Yeah.
parts of the Himalayas,
Mm-hmm.
and then regions of Alaska. So this right here is
Are all
some
the-
biovortices right there.
Okay, yeah, this is where everything fucking goes to shit.
Right? Shit, just crazy shit.
And it's always the same shit. Compasses start
Just-
spinning, planes go missing.
So
They disappear from radars as if they were eaten by something.
yeah, just
People missing or
these strange areas. It's just something going on in these fucking areas.
well, I feel like you got a theory on that. What?
Okay, let me
The
go on a
12?
little bit.
Okay.
So, what is a biovortex?
Mm-hmm.
It's a zone where Earth's magnetic field is unstable.
It takes a shit.
Time and space behave oddly sometimes.
Mm.
Electronics malfunction,
Yep.
weather shifts suddenly, disappearance and sightings cluster. So in theory, these spots sit on ley lines. You heard
Yeah,
of
ley lines. That's
right?
what crop circles are always found on.
Crop circles, the fucking
Pyramids, just any the
ancient,
consciousness
a lot of
grid.
ancient structures
Mhm.
are land on these ley line
Yeah.
points.
Uh-huh.
So geometric Earth grids are stress points in the planet's crust and magnetic field.
Mhm.
So think of them as knots in the fabric of the planet. So the Alaska Triangle overlaps a vital vortex zone. The state's high latitude auroras and magnetic activity make it a natural candidate for this shit.
Mm.
All right. So I'm gonna tell you about this fucking plane, nigga.
Okay.
And this was one of the earliest known disappearances.
What is Malaysia a flight or something?
It's fucking crazy. And this is a military plane.
Oh shit. So it's recorded and everything.
Yeah. So look, check this out. A Douglas C-54D Skymaster, a military transport operated by the United States Air Force. So in January 26, 1950,
Mhm.
this particular airplane vanished without a trace during a routine flight.
Mm.
It was flying from Anchorage, Alaska to Great Falls, Montana.
Okay.
All right, so look, there were 44 people on board, 8 crew members and 36 passengers, including servicemen and 2 civilians, a woman and her infant.
Okay.
The plane made its last radio contact about 2 hours into the flight,
Mhm.
reporting position over Snag, Yukon in Canada,
Okay.
with nothing unusual.
Hmm.
So after that, it never checked in with the next waypoint, and no wreckage or confirmed physical trace have ever been found.
No. So it's the same story with these fucking.
With these disappearances. So look at this search effort. The disappearance prompted one of the largest combined searches of its time. U.S. and Canadian forces launched a massive air and ground operation covering hundreds of thousands of square miles in the specific region where this motherfucker should, you know, if it
Should be
crashed,
at,
it should
yeah.
be at.
I'm pretty sure they done tracked its trajectory of fall and everything and went there.
Look, multiple aircraft involved in the search crashed in harsh terrain through and unfortunate fatalities or whatever. But after several weeks, organized searching was discontinued with no confirmed leads or anything. So the C-54 simply vanished. more than 75 years later, no wreckage, bodies, or identifiable debris have been fucking confirmed. Nigga,
Damn.
the disappearance remains officially unresolved and one of the largest groups of U.S. military personnel to vanish. This is a military fucking vehicle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, after 75 years of searching for if this motherfucker crashed anywhere or something,
It would have been found 75
something.
years, bro.
44 people on this plane.
Not one body was
Not
found.
one body. Not one fucking airplane wing.
Nothing.
You know, like, what the fuck? It's almost similar to some of the shit you hear about the Bermuda Triangle.
That's the exact fucking situation.
So, like, what the fuck goes on in these places?
Do you
my
have
nigga?
theories on that? Because I got two of
I
them.
mean, all right.
I got two theories on that, but yeah,
Okay.
whenever you're done, we'll
So,
get into what I think.
in conspiracy lore,
Okay, let's get into it.
vortices act like doorways or beacons. UFOs are drawn to them or use them for travel.
Mm-hmm.
Underground bases are built near them.
That's one of them.
Study energy, or guard what lies beneath it. You know, like they say, there's a fucking pyramid somewhere under
Oh
the
yeah.
ocean right there in the Bermuda Triangle. But
Yeah.
so Alaska becomes a junction point, a sky, earth, and underground all intersecting. But basically, these fucking vortices could be like a fucking, like a Stargate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the fucking theory. And it's starting to fucking make
Makes
sense.
sense.
When you can't
Yeah.
find these fucking missing planes, my nigga. But you said you had some theories on these
I
vortices?
got
or
two
what?
theories. Man, because I've been looking into those fucking things since I was a kid, man.
Like, why is this
And
happening?
the two things that I've come up, because it's the same story. There's two fucking theories that I got when it comes to this. And I'm also going to talk about a whistleblower blowing the whistle on this. There's underground alien bases right there off of San Diego and Tijuana, the Guadalupe Island. Right there's a whistleblower that said there's a fucking UFO base
Damn
under
it,
that
boy.
motherfucker. So then they get into, okay, so why the fuck are they disappearing all that? They said it because they have to protect themselves when they detect danger. But they said these things work like if they're AI. Because they
Damn it.
can detect probable danger. You know what I'm saying?
Or even just risk of being their cover blown.
Exactly,
You know what
and
I'm
they'll
saying?
vaporize your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to a point where you get so close where it doesn't matter if you're going in there with good intentions, they're gonna kill your
Damn
ass.
it, boy. Damn, that's good.
And there was a whistleblower that was talking about how the military just cannot fuck with them. Like, as much as they wanna, say that you know they control the oceans, they don't. There's shit they can't control. You know what I'm saying? And it fucks with them. And
all their forces.
and they get in depth in how these fucking bases, they've even found them on Google Maps. There's a picture on one, and when they discovered it, because under the ocean, I can't remember where it was at. There's like a base. And when they
What?
found it, they posted on Reddit and 4chan, all that shit. They Google Maps covered that. But
No
people
shit.
screenshot it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But the one theory that, man, and I believe, because they've talked about this even in Congress, that there's bases under the fucking earth or
That's-
under the ocean, and it makes sense.
That's
The ocean,
interesting.
the ocean is the last place a human's gonna be going to 6,000 feet deep.
Or these fucking Alaskan places where
Exactly. No, in Alaska, there's a lot of UFO phenomenon.
Yeah.
From what I've even heard,
Abductees.
exactly. From what I've even heard, there's even a Area 51 in Alaska that no one really even knows about.
Yeah.
And
They don't talk about Alaska a lot.
nah,
but
hell nah. Well, man, bro, there's a lot of shit, bro. But my second theory is, and this was gonna sound fucking stupid, but the more I look into it and the more the shit I've been researching, it also has a connection. But to me, the underground base, the UFO base, is more.
That makes pretty good damn sense.
But the second theory is this is where they have done a lot of rituals, and the line between reality and another dimension is very thin. And if you start getting close to these places, you could end up in a whole fucking other dimension. Because I've really looked into this, bro. Like Skinwalker Ranch, bro, they used to do a lot of demonic, nasty sacrifices for hundreds and hundreds of years. And they think what's going on, there's the dimensions, because they're summoning demons and spirits and devils and shit, that the fucking dimensions are thin. Our reality and like 4D or whatever.
Would that explain why these fucking electronics start failing and shit like that?
It could be, bro, because there's something. The compasses start spinning.
They start going crazy.
And
weather starts acting up like a motherfucker. This crazy shit.
Whatever it is, it's fucked, man.
Man, these mountains too. There's a lot of mountain ranges right there.
Pat Price used to talk about those.
Hey, okay, so let me go in a little bit deeper.
Go to it.
Hey, those are some good ass theories right there. You ever heard of the Dark Pyramid?
Piedras Negras?
Maybe.
Oh, like the center of the earth, where there's a big pyramid that's magnetic as fuck. Black Rock, maybe.
Nah, this is called the Black Pyramid. Okay.
Okay, maybe that's
so
what you
claim
got.
It's a massive, smooth, dark-colored pyramid.
Under
often said to be made of black stone.
I know what you're
or
talking
unknown
about.
material.
I know what you're talking
lies
about.
beneath ice and rock in Alaska, somewhere near Mount Hayes or Denali.
Yep.
So believers say it's larger than the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Extremely ancient, pre-ice age, and a machine or power source. Look, I got a little fucking.
Yeah, it's under. Yeah, there's like a room.
So this is where the story comes from. In 1992, seismic data from a distant underground nuclear test revealed unusual subsurface structures beneath Alaska, a scientific anomaly that conspiracy groups later interpreted as a buried pyramid. So no scientific evidence supports the pyramid interpretation, but the story lives on in Alaska mystery, you know. Of course, they're going to say there ain't no evidence, you know.
Yeah.
But the legend grew from whistleblowers from the Cold War era.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Military radar found a pyramid-shaped structure underground. So supposedly there's a lot of fucking military bases around this area.
Oh, absolutely there is.
For some reason where you get claims or fucking suspicious shit about fucking anything extraterrestrial, there's always military bases around that motherfucker. But some people connect it to Project Stargate remote viewing lure. But check this out. You know this lady right here?
That's Linda Moulton Howe, no?
Yes, sir. Linda Moulton Howe. So she hasn't published a single formal investigation titled the Alaska Base, but she has repeatedly discussed insider claims over decades that Alaska hosts deep underground military bases. Some are connected to non-human technology or entities. Remote mountains, often implied to include the Mount Hayes and Denali region, are ideal for such facilities. So let's see. Let me go on a little bit. Her sources. So these are her sources: retired military personnel, engineers, intelligence insiders, usually anonymous, who claim massive caverns carved deep under mountains, high-speed tunnel systems connecting bases, Research involving non-human biology, joint operations between human and ETs,
Yep, absolutely.
armed conflicts underground.
As crazy as it sounds, yep.
So in some accounts, she shared soldiers supposedly fought or encountered non-human beings in some subterranean facilities.
That has happened a lot more than people think.
I think you've told me some stories
Phil
about
Schneider,
that shit.
he got 3 fingers blasted off from a fucking
you
alien.
told me that shit.
He died for telling that story, bro.
That's fucking wow.
They choked
nigga.
his ass with the fucking catheter and called it suicide.
That's crazy.
How's that
nigga.
work?
So,
But yeah, keep going. But man, I want to touch back a little bit on the Black Pyramid here in a little bit.
okay.
But you know,
Okay, so look, these stories though aren't unique to Alaska, but Alaska is often named as one of the most important hubs, along with Nevada, New Mexico, and Colorado.
fucking Mexico Joe.
But look, this Project Stargate right here.
Oh yeah.
Let me dig
Isn't
in
that
on.
the remote viewers?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let me
okay,
get
yeah,
into
yeah.
this motherfucker.
Fucking Joe McMonagle's in there.
Let me get into this motherfucker. So the CIA document called Stargate usually refers to the declassified files from Project Stargate, a real U.S. government program that explored whether psychic abilities, especially remote viewing, could be used for intelligence gathering during the Cold War. All right. Project Stargate was the final name for a series of classified programs run by the U.S. Army and CIA from the mid-1970s to 1995.
Mm-hmm.
Their goal was, can the human mind perceive distant or hidden targets well enough to be useful for spying?
For military.
Which will be good, right?
Mhm.
So the main technique studied was remote viewing,
Mm-hmm.
describing people or places or objects you cannot physically see. So participants were trained to sit in a controlled setting, were given coordinates or a code number,
Mm-hmm.
and they were asked to describe impressions and give sketches, sensations, or images that came to mind.
Yeah.
So they tried to use this to locate secret military bases, missile sites,
Yep.
hostages,
Yep.
new weapons, hidden facilities. Some
spied on
sessions
Russians.
even explored off-world targets.
Yeah.
Past and future locations too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. A million years in the future. And
So notable remote viewers, a few names often come up. Ingo Swann, he helped develop controlled remote viewing, CRV. Pat Price,
he got killed for viewing Mount Hayes.
He claimed to view secret Soviet sites too.
Uh-huh.
Joseph
McMonagall.
yeah, one of the most active viewers, later wrote about his experience.
He's still alive.
Ed Dames
Uh-huh.
became famous later for public warnings and predictions.
Mm.
So, in the mid-1990s, after the program ended, the CIA declassified and released information, session transcripts, drawings, tasking notes, internal memos, and evaluations.
Uh-huh.
So this document mentioned Mount Hayes in Alaska
Yeah.
and said it was an underground base for
Military
extraterrestrials, and there were 3 types of entities associated with this place.
Wasn't one of them human?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, this motherfucker right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finna get into that.
Okay, what you got on him?
Pat
Price. Oh, I know all about him, huh?
So Pat Price is one of the most famous and controversial figures from the early U.S. remote viewing experiments that later became known as Project Stargate.
Mm-hmm.
His name often comes up in Alaska lore because of claims that he physically saw a hidden base under Mount Hayes.
Yep.
Okay. So let's see what he did in remote viewing and SRI experiments. Price was asked to describe distant locations he had never seen. He became famous for sessions where he allegedly described a large crane and structures at a secret Soviet facility, later said to resemble Palin some shit, some fucking Russian name.
Okay.
He sketched industrial layouts and underground features. He gave technical sounding details that impressed researchers at the time.
Yeah.
Supporters say some details matched later intelligence. Skeptics say results were vague, interpreted after the fact, or influenced by cues. Okay. So, in UFO and underground base circles, it's often said that Price remote viewed a deep underground base in Alaska. Price said the base was not built by humans. It had been there for a very long time.
Yeah, that it was ancient.
It was fucking ancient.
Just from looking at it.
He described advanced technology, non-human beings, military activity, just all kinds of crazy shit.
But they saw him watching.
They saw him. Okay, so
and they
look.
followed him home.
His mysterious death.
Yeah.
And I believe...
He was.
I forgot who he told it to. He told somebody. He said, "Man," he said it was like basically the shit he saw he wasn't supposed to fucking see, nigga. And he was telling this person like basically I told you, I said, "Fuck, fam," some shit might happen to me, nigga.
Yeah.
I saw some shit I wasn't supposed to see, and basically I'm probably be in deep trouble.
Yeah.
So Price died suddenly after this shit in 1975 at age 56. Some suggest he was silenced because he knew too much.
He even wrote he drew some shit. There's sketches of what he saw in there.
Oh man, I wish I should have got some of that shit.
I'll put him up there. But yeah, what else?
But his death is sometimes tied to underground bases. CIA interest or non-human secrets, that he got. Officially, they said his cause of death was a heart attack. But I was also reading on some other shit that right before his death, he got a room there in fucking Vegas. And somebody was saying that somebody fucking bumped into him.
Yeah.
And he reported feeling some fucking sharp pain in his thigh or some shit. And he didn't know what the fuck it was.
Man, that sucks.
But they say no evidence of foul play has ever been proven.
We can do that with arsenic.
You
put in someone, and if they look at below, they were just natural causes.
Man, I don't know if it was him or somebody else I was fucking reading about, but they said that they cremated his body
right before they told his family,
without telling his family first.
They're just like, we cremated him, and they're like, what? They didn't even tell them that he died.
Like usually they'll take you to the morgue or whatever and have you identify the nigga, but they didn't even do that, fam. But
I know he was killed, but what? Well, do you got more to cover?
Nah.
So, man,
fill me in on what you.
Well, let me start off with the
Black Pyramid.
Black Pyramid, because I got a comment on that. So, did you know that one time news outlets fucked up and talked about it?
Really?
They fucked up and talked about it. So, there was a whistleblower who talked about this pyramid under Alaska, and I believe it was CBS or I can't remember which news outlet it was.
News outlet.
But man, this was like in 1968, man. Like this was back in the fucking day.
Man, back then, I feel like a lot of shit got out.
Yeah, because it was less regulated.
It was.
They were still trying to figure shit out. trial and error type shit.
Yeah.
But basically, one time they fucked up. This whistleblower went to a news outlet and said, "I have a fucking story for you guys. Guys have to hear this shit." So they they record him saying, "Under Alaska, there's a pyramid, and there's bases all around this fucking pyramid, and it's like in this underground cavern." And they'll fucking they'll go in that cavern and fuck with it to do what? I don't know, right?
They were trying. Supposedly, this motherfucker is still generating. Energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Enough energy to fucking fuel. I believe it was Canada right there.
Yeah.
Enough energy to fuel that whole motherfucker.
Yeah.
But so what was that lady's name that I showed you?
Linda Moulton Howe.
Yeah, Linda. She actually, somebody contacted her. He said that his dad did like electrical work or some shit, and he ended up getting hired with this company. And they took him to these mountain regions. And his dad was telling his son that they took him to these fucking elevators, and these elevators went to the bottom of this mountain. And he said when they got down there, the elevator opened up, and there was all kinds of offices and just a whole fucking base.
Yeah.
And they were hiring him and a couple other people to find out where the fuck this pyramid, how is it getting its energy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out how it works. But it's just crazy ass stories.
But look, let me finish what the fucking
Okay.
so they fucked up and aired this story on live TV. Millions of people saw it, right? And one of the guys who saw it worked for the news outlet. He was like, "That's weird." He was like, "Tomorrow I'm gonna go in, investigate this," because he didn't hear nothing about that, right? So next day, he goes to work. And he's like, "Hey, can I see that footage again?" He's like, "What footage are you talking about?" And he was like, "I saw you guys talk about the Black Pyramid under Alaska." They're like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." So he went to the records himself. Like, I know what I saw, right? And he saw other people shit. Were talking. He saw it at his house on live TV.
Okay.
Like he was at his house watching the news, and he saw this whistleblower talking about there's a pyramid under Alaska, and they're fucking with it. They got bases around it. They're trying to figure it out. Blah blah blah, right? And he found that weird. So when he went to work the next day, he was trying to tell them, "Hey, what was this story about yesterday?" And everybody was acting stupid.
Really?
They're like, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, right?" So he was like, "All right, I'll go check the records myself." That day was missing. You know what I'm saying? So he found that weird,
They
and he
cleared that shit up real quick.
And he kept asking people, "What happened to the footage from yesterday? I know what I saw." And after a lot of bugging people, someone finally came up to him and said, "It's best if you shut the fuck up and quit asking that. Just stop.
Fuck up, nigga.
It's not that." And he was like, "What the fuck? That was weird." He's been working there 20 years, and now his employees are talking to him like, "Shut the fuck up."
Hey, come on.
Your best thing to do is shut the fuck up, vato.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
so what ended up happening was, after work, he was just curious, bro, because he know what he saw, right? He knows he's not tripping. And after work, they told him after they aired that, fucking men in black suits showed up and said, "Give us the footage."
No shit.
No questions asked, and they gave it up.
So you saw it.
You saw it, you're lucky enough, right? But the fucked up thing was nobody recorded it, but millions of people remember that story.
Damn.
What the fuck? They fucked up and aired it once, but right now it's lost media unless someone recorded it. Cause
if we can figure out how to tap into,
that shit's lost, bro.
The book of life.
This nigga.
Nah, because
explain that.
Because
the book of life.
Every thought you think
has already been thought, or what?
It ripples. It ripples and it goes into the fabric of the universe, the ether. So it's never destroyed. Energy can never be destroyed.
Oh, and there's a way to retrieve that, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So say
The chronovisor?
well, like they say a planet so many light years away,
Mm-hmm.
and they were to take a telescope and look at Earth, they would still be seeing dinosaurs.
Yeah, because light
Because
wouldn't travel that fast.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
that's what they're seeing. Because
Mhm.
okay, so the broadcast that this TV had put out,
It's somewhere out there.
still out there, and if you could pick it up, then you can still fucking view it.
Imagine that.
But it's out there, nigga. It's still it don't get destroyed. Nothing gets destroyed.
But nah, I feel like someone recorded it because you know the VHS
Man, that was a long
people
time
use.
ago.
Man, I remember when I was little, my dad used to record shit on a VHS.
Mhm.
Like you pop it in there and you hit record and it records everything on the TV.
I wonder what
So
time
if someone recorded
happened,
it, it was like 1962
yeah,
or
but
something.
what time of the day, nigga?
Oh,
'Cause,
that I don't know.
you know,
That
when I get up
depends on-
early as a motherfucker, I'm just trying to drink my coffee. I put the news on, but I ain't thinking about recording a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
There was a lady that recorded 60 years of just
Oh, no shit.
because she had a feeling they were gonna try to manipulate it in the future.
Oh, that's badass.
So I don't know if she has it. They're
You see,
still uploading
you-
all of her footage right
You see,
now.
you get people
Who care?
who
man?
have this sense of awakening, you
Mhm.
know, and like, you know, maybe that it seems silly to some people that she was
Mhm.
trying to do that, but you know,
But
just
we
her,
need that now,
just
huh?
her doing that could fucking save us, or it could fucking alter some crazy ass shit. Just-
From one of her footages, well, it's called lost media. So like that video of when they fucked up and aired it, and no one can find it now. It's lost media,
Mhm.
right? But maybe somewhere it's out there. Someone's got it. Someone recording just forgot
and
about
that
it, right?
One person that
And that one person can change a lot of shit.
You see what I'm saying?
But so this lady who recorded I can't remember how many years, like 40 years, she just left it everything on record because she knew they were gonna try to change shit throughout the years.
She had a fucking awakening.
They found a video of George Bush's dad throwing up on the president of China.
What?
And that was lost media. Like if you talked about that a couple years ago, they'd be like, "That never happened." But they recovered it from her tapes.
That's crazy.
But yeah. So now let me get into remote viewing, man. Cause bro, I feel like I look into remote viewing too much.
I would like to.
like
it's-
Ingo Swan.
Mhm.
There's a remote viewing school. Do you know about that?
Nah, hell nah.
It's
What?
the Monroe Institute. Well, do you know how remote viewing even came about? Like
Was
who?
it that Stargate thing or
Nah, so it's this guy.
Hindus.
Well, no, it's this guy named Robert Monroe.
what was
He was a fucking homeless guy,
Oh no.
and I
shit.
think he got hit up outside his head, and something just clicked in him, and he realized, holy shit, like I can leave my body. It was something he could do as a kid, but he was always frowned upon for doing it. Like, are you a demon child? Like, you know, so he kept it on the hush. Like,
But, and, hey, that always happens.
he even said he had a girlfriend when he was little, and he was able to see shit and even like move things. You know what I'm saying? And he told his girlfriend about this. Like, that's the first person he ever told. Well, her dad was a pastor, so she went home, told her dad. No, so she went home and told her dad about it. He pulled up on this little kid and said, "Hey, is it true you can move things and like see, things outside of your body?"
Fucking with him.
He said, "Yeah." This motherfucker got out the car and punched him in his face and said, "Don't ever talk that demonic shit around my daughter."
There goes your church folk.
For real, bro. And after that, he said, "You know what? I ain't fucking with that." Or he's not gonna make it public. But his mom
That's what
had the
happened.
same ability, but she kept it on the hush, and they were able to talk telepathically.
You saw what happened to Jesus.
Yeah, they always get beat the fuck
Mhm.
down by their own people, you know, right? Like the people you think. But anyway, so this Robert Monroe guy, he became homeless.
Him and his mom is what you were saying.
Yeah, so they had the same ability. They were able to talk. from far away. You know what I'm saying? Like confirmed they're
Telepathically.
both good and all that shit.
Damn, that's crazy.
He even got to afterlife when his mom died. He said supposedly he could still. Man, that's crazy.
That's
huh?
interesting.
But you're
man.
fucking with the whole nother realm that we don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So
some people have abilities for that though.
yeah. Oh, it's called ESP.
they're chosen,
Extra
man.
sensory perceptions.
They're chosen. I feel
Yeah.
like some people are chosen for.
So he was homeless, and out of nowhere he had this fucking, I guess, an epiphany. I don't know. He just ran and woke up, and he like his shit advanced, and then he realized what he had, and the fucking CIA took interest into him.
How'd they find out? You know.
I don't know how they found out.
Maybe the word spread.
The
or
word
something.
spread it, but the CIA was real interested in his work to the point where like he could make other people do this shit. The thing that I found out about this, everybody has this ability.
You
It's
gotta
just
know
other
how to
people.
tap into it.
You gotta know how to tap into it. Some people have what they call ESP. It's extra sensory perspective. So basically, they're born with it enhanced versus us. You know what I'm saying? They just have it more. But a normal person,
psychics, you get psychics and shit like that.
And so Robert Monroe was the one who built the study on how to train people.
Damn, that's wild.
And there's a school called the Monroe Institute. Joe McMoneagle and I believe his wife run it. And you go there and they teach you how to remote view.
So let's go.
But I got a question about this. Because they have snatched souls from people viewing shit you shouldn't. Like the backside of the moon. Area 51.
Hey, that was crazy.
And the most famous, fucking the Vatican. If you remote view the Vatican right now, there's guards. They have guards. How do you hire a spiritual guard?
That's
You
man.
cannot enter the Vatican, even in the astral world.
You know what that reminds me of? That story I was telling you about those.
Where they followed his ass home?
Yeah, he got chased.
And he went zigzag. Hey, that's
zigzag
crazy.
angles is how he said is the way to
The dogs.
to avoid them. You know,
They were called the watchdogs, no? Or something like that?
when he got to the edge of the
Edge of the universe, yeah.
he couldn't go no further because they had these guards, and he said they saw him, and they fucking chased him, and he said that he had to travel in angles, something with angles. And,
Fucks them up.
Yeah.
But man, bro,
and the thing about angles is they say that's
They're
how
not
you get
used to
into other dimensions is through angles. I'm not exactly sure what the fuck that means. I think I get it, but it's hard to elaborate on that.
Yeah. But man, look, I love the concept of remote viewing because not only that, you know, they use it to diagnose people. Like the Monroe Institute, they also teach. They'll show you a picture of somebody and they'll tell you what's wrong with him, and it's just a picture of a person. And out of nowhere in your head, you see he's got something's wrong with his knee, something's wrong with his kidney.
Damn.
Right? And then after that, they'll reveal what's wrong with him. Like, oh shit, his kidney and knee is fucked up. But like you get into a very woke state, right? But the thing is
we're not all.
You gotta be
that.
very careful. Look, and the reason I say this, and I know everyone who knows me is gonna be like, why is he talking about that? In the Bible, it talks about to not seek mediums. So the one thing that trips me out is, yes, remote viewing can be for good and bad. But my thing is how do we know what is good and bad, right? So let's say we approach someone to tell us how to remote view. What if this dude has bad intentions?
Yeah, that's all what it comes down to.
Because when you're in that realm, that is not our playground.
Yeah.
You're fucking in somebody else's turf. And they know you're there too. Like as soon as you enter that shit, they know you're there, and they allow you to move around, but they're watching you.
You might be because they don't know if you're just into it or if you've been doing this for a while. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like. But I believe these mystery schools that I've been telling you about, I feel like they cover topics like that, my nigga.
Did you know that mystery schools exist to this day?
Man,
all the way back from Egypt.
Yeah.
Did you know the mystery schools have kept going to today?
Really?
But you want to know something trippy? The only people who have access to that is the fucking elites. We will never go there. And I'm starting to think
I
that shit is I don't want to say it's demonic, but it's probably being used for the wrong.
Exactly.
Mystery schools exist to this day, fam.
It all has to do with, because look, you can get taught knowledge, and you could either use it for good or you can use it for bad, and that's where you got to be careful with who the fuck you teach. You know what I'm saying? You know, I always talk about Thoth when it comes to this shit, but you know, he always fucking was on his people's asses that he was teaching this shit. He never fucking give this knowledge to
cualquier pendejo.
Yeah, you know, always be careful. If not, then I'm gonna take you gonna get taken out so fucking fast or whatever. But yeah, these motherfuckers. These bad, these dark forces have got a hold of that shit, and so they're using that shit for bad. You know what I mean? But the mystery schools, you can't say. I don't think you can say that it's bad, but motherfuckers are using it for bad now.
They are,
you
bro. They are, and they brag about it. And but one thing I learned is mystery schools exist, fam.
Mm-hmm.
What? And I just found this out like last month, because the elite, the shit I've been looking into is the elite. And one thing I found out about these guys are using Egyptian mystery schools.
Are most of these motherfuckers Europeans?
No, absolutely not. No.
They got all kinds of different motherfuckers in there.
No, it's one group of people, but I won't reveal who it is.
Yeah, okay.
My presentation will, right? But look, I do want to add one thing. The reason I think they're demonic is because a lot of that shit has a lot to do with sacrifices.
Yeah.
Doing like even sacrificing children, because. And the reason I say that is because the people who brag about that they're in these schools, or the people who have left these schools, or you know, like elites who come out of that shit, they talk about.
I feel like that might go to the draconian race, the fucking the reptile.
Hey, that's a whole nother theory, and my presentation will talk about that, because all of that connects, fam. But the more and they say this is the same mystery school that was taught in the Egyptian times.
There's only one.
It's followed to this day.
And
the information I've seen about it is it does talk about sacrificing children. Something about sacrificing children is very important in the spiritual realm, because it's pure blood, but they're sacrificing to Moloch.
They could only hide for so long.
But look, one thing about these mystery schools is we will never have access to that shit.
As bad as I wish I could.
But that's the question. They're using it for bad, obviously, right? And all this involves Kabbalicism, esoteric knowledge, numerology, sacrifices. There's another one, bro. Like, it's just, and Jesus learned about this.
Yeah, he attended those motherfuckers.
But it doesn't matter how deep you get, you will not find a word of this shit. There's been books that have gave out pieces of it, but they'll take those books off the shelves, fam.
Man,
literature is not to be trusted, bro.
I recommend you to read that book I've been telling you.
The Book of Thoth?
Yeah. He don't. I mean, I'm sure it's not none of the fucking mystery teachings, but he says a lot of wise shit in there. And I remember after I got done reading that book, man,
you saw
I feel like it elevated my fucking mind.
Yeah.
You know, and that's when I. And
you read the whole thing.
I read the whole fucking thing,
shit.
but man, it just fucking did something to me mentally, and it fucking helped me out
in life.
That's when I was telling you the habits. You know,
Atomic Habits.
it's something fucking, I started getting these habits of fucking just doing shit that I normally wouldn't do, but it was fucking, it was like great habits, shit that made an impact on my life in a good way. And it was just all from reading this fucking book, my nigga. Could it have been a coincidence that I started feeling that? Because I even started working out more. I started reading more fucking books. Waking up early as a motherfucker, just proactive or just an active motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Could it have been a coincidence? Maybe I just started feeling like that. Nah, nigga, I had something to do with them teachings that he teaches you in there, because he does.
I love those. I will say that
he teaches you a lot of shit. Stay in the light, always follow the light. He'll even teach you how to meditate. He'll teach you how to call on his name.
Yeah.
Just a lot of crazy shit. I recommend reading that book, my nigga.
Shit, man, you know what's crazy? I read like 10 pages of that. Well, but I was like 13. And the crazy part is, I remember when I was 13, the Emerald tablets were in a museum.
Yeah.
Now they're just gone.
They're gone.
Like I remember thinking, damn, I need to go see these tablets one day. And when you brought it up, I was like, oh shit, I remember those tablets. And I looked them up, nowhere to be found.
Nowhere.
And I remember when I was 13.
A myth now.
They're a myth. And I remember when I was 13, I was like, man, I want to see them, because they break the laws of physics, ionization, and time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they withstand time.
They do, man. They do.
But one elite group that uses the mystery schools to this day?
The Masons.
Yeah, them, but yeah, Freemasons, Illuminati, the Knights of Malta, but there's another one.
You see, I heard, a lot of people think the Freemasons are bad.
From what I looked into, they are bad. But what you got?
I've heard some talk, and some of them still follow Thoth's teachings.
Yeah, no, they do. They go to the mystery schools are all about that.
I think some groups out there are still following his teachings, which were meant for the light, not to be used in the dark. But you always got different groups, my nigga.
Yeah.
You always got the yin and the yang. You know what I'm saying?
Good and bad and good. But so the owners of the world, the Illuminati, the Knights of Malta, the Masons, but there's another group that also uses the mystery schools.
What's that?
Skull and Bones. You heard about that? This is a club where invite only, right? But the only people that have ever been recorded go there are the highest of presidents, the highest of politicians, the highest of company owners, CEOs. These people are all invited.
Just running shit.
And they've realized all these people in this group fucking run the world. So what the fuck is in this fucking group, right? There's nothing, like, they asked George Bush, they're like, hey, so what's up with the Skull and Bones? Because we don't know nothing. But the only thing that we do know is they use the knowledge of mystery schools. It's like, well, how come we can't get access to that? Because it would cause a resistance against them. You know what I'm saying? Like a great battle. Because they're obviously using it for the bad, but I'm sure it could probably be used for the good.
Oh yeah, man.
I don't know, right? Because I haven't read them, but the shit I have heard,
it, man. I guarantee it. If we really pay attention, a lot of people call themselves Christian and shit like that, and say they love Jesus and all that.
They don't know what the hell's going on.
A lot of people don't even know a lot about Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I've said it before, he disappears from the Bible.
33 years.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how it's 33, bro.
And they don't know that, he went to all these places and he was learning Reiki healing with his hands. He was learning a bunch of wisdom. He even talked about reincarnation,
All that good shit.
He was telling people that you know he said this one verse. He said, "Haven't I told you that ye are gods?" You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that is
It's a
that
hard
saying right
concept for a
there
Christian to take.
was one of the things that did get him killed.
Yeah.
You know, but
Oh, absolutely.
there was one fucking verse that he said though, and it's a badass verse, man. Because one of his disciples asked him, you know, how do we know God is real? You know, can you show them or whatever the fuck? And that's when he was like, he said, explaining to you what God is like explaining to a fish what water is, or trying to tell a fish what water is. And I thought that was real powerful. But the mystery schools are crazy, man. It's crazy as shit.
But they fucking exist to this fucking day. And the crazy thing is, there's a mystery school for the not so elite that are potential elites. That is where probably, if you make it high enough, you'll get an invite there. And the thing about this is, all these people that go into these schools, about 2 years after that, they're worth over $500 million. There's something in this teaching.
Knowledge, man.
There's something, because there's a guy that I ran into that went to one of these schools. I follow him, man. I've been trying to like talk to him, but he's got his own thing going on. But he says it's a 1 year class. That's all it is. And he said after 2 years that he was out there, he was worth over $300 million.
Only certain people,
they know who you are.
Can even comprehend that type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That type of knowledge. But one thing I want to add on to, after reading that book, like I said, it just opened my mind up so fucking vast. And I also started making more money and just different ways. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess the way it opened up my mind, man. I was attracting just positivity, my view on life, my everyday, nigga. I would wake up and just ready to go get it.
I've lost connection from that, bro. I need to get back on my shit.
Money. I was just, money would come to me in some fucking ways that I didn't even expect. And it was all my mentality.
It's all mentality.
It is crazy what the fuck
that
did, man. But I kept getting fucked up and shit like that. I kept drinking. I would be hungover as a motherfucker, and I feel like that energy, you can lose that fucking energy, and I have, my nigga, because I didn't take it as serious as I probably should have. But since I fucking had that spark, or I know what the fuck it feel like, I know how I can get back to it. And I've been practicing on getting that. But, man, you got to be ready to be enlightened like that. Yeah, I might sound crazy as a motherfucker, my nigga, but I know what the fuck I experienced. And I got that shit after reading the fucking teachings of this nigga Doge, man. But
would you be down to go to the not so elite mystery school? It's a watered down version of the original mystery school, but supposedly everyone who comes out of this bitch within 2 years, they're worth over $200 million.
Man, hell yeah, I would.
You know what's crazy? You can apply to it.
Really?
I swear to fucking God.
We're gonna look into this shit.
But at the same time, oh man, that's where the Bible comes in. What the fuck are you about to learn? It like, do not seek out mediums. And the reason I say is because that...
Well, look.
Well, let me tell you about the guy who even showed me what this is about. I didn't know none of this shit existed. A guy told me, hey, bro, mystery schools exist, and you can go to them hoes. Well, not the elite ones, but there's a not-so-elite mystery school. He was like, man, it's a 1 year class. But he said after that, you are not the same. Your whole mind, you will change 100%.
I believe it.
When you walk out of there, you will not have any thought of what you had a year ago.
I believe it.
You're on a whole different fucking mission. And I'm just like,
it's happened to me.
what? What the fuck are we seeking out? Because you will learn about the constellations. You will learn about numerology. You will learn about not sacrifices, but more of esoteric, questionable information.
Purpose, really.
But you want to know the major thing about all that is being very egotistical, being about yourself, not worrying about people. Because I've even noticed the people who have this big ego advance more than someone who's humble. Let's say Michael Jordan, he's not gonna go into a game thinking, well, if I lose or win, it is what it is. He goes in there, I'm gonna fucking win. I'm better than everybody.
Well,
or what do you got?
I get that. But is ego the winning factor of this shit?
Of this world, it is, bro. It is. But ego is a sin.
So where I'm gonna get to is Jesus. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he could have fucking, with the knowledge he had, I'm sure he could have fucking been rich as a motherfucker and balled on every damn buddy. But he didn't use his power to that. He was winning. He felt like he was winning by bringing people to the fucking light. You know what I'm saying? So,
but what happens when he got killed?
He got killed.
That's the thing, though.
But maybe the light would have fucking lost.
The thing about him though is he did that. But like he said, my spirit will rise from the tomb. As in, people will also be like, well, we need to do. Other people will wake up with him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
and that's
he sacrificed himself, so other people will be like, oh shit, like
that's what I'm saying. And him doing that probably did give that fucking boost to the light side.
For the people. That's what I think his message was for him even being crucified to begin with. Mm-hmm. Because he sacrificed himself. But for other people to be like, holy shit, like, let's look into that. Like, maybe...
the way they try to portray it and shit is...
he was bad.
No, they try to say it's for your sins and
there's more to it.
Repent and go to church and Jesus died for you. They fucking they did the minimum with the fucking shit. You know what I'm trying to say? Like like none of that shit fucking matters, nigga. He died, so you take your ass to fucking church and all that bullshit. No, nigga, look at the real message.
Yeah, there's a real message. Ass up. Wake your ass. I tried. Y'all, I tried. I sacrificed myself. Now you guys need to fucking
do what I was trying to teach. Carry this shit on.
That's the message, fam.
Exactly.
And the more I look into it, the more I realize it's not just a story. This is a fucking message, fam. Yeah. And the thing is when you talk to Christians about this, they tell me I'm crazy. I tell them it's a message.
It's because they're not. They can't handle. They're the type of people that ain't meant for the mystery schools.
Exactly. Another thing I realize is the ones who see it will fucking see it, and the others that don't won't.
Yeah.
And I realize it's not for everybody, but there's a fucking message and I see it. I
understand
and any other Christian I talk to, they're like, nah, it's just there's a fucking message behind
I came to
this.
the point where I when I started learning all this shit, I used to try to talk to everybody and tell everybody what the fuck.
I used to be
all
like
my
that.
shit.
Yep.
And most of these motherfuckers,
they're shit.
Really? Blah blah. And I realized I was wasting my motherfucking time, my nigga. But
it's sad,
you got to.
Look, I think there's a right way to wake people up. Because if you just go to people and be like, hey, you're wrong, everything's a lie, their guard raises.
I guess.
My presentation, look, what I'm going to do, bro, is... I have to do it the way the elites brainwash their people. You have to brainwash people in a way where they're like, oh, fuck, that.
Okay.
Because
okay.
you can't attack
Use
people
a
with
ta-
knowledge
Use a tactic. Use that same tactic
that they're
but
doing
in a
with
good
them.
fucking way.
But now us doing it to them, but in a point where I know what they're doing. And I know how they're
But you
doing
can
it.
use it to
And
an
now I want to
advantage.
fucking do that.
You can use it to an advantage. Okay, but look, check this out.
All right, what you got?
So I look, like you're saying, you can't just go to people and try to teach them this shit.
Yeah.
So I guess we should have learned that from Jesus himself.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's exactly what he was trying to do to his disciples and shit. He was trying to teach them this shit. And I remember, nigga, reading the 12 Gospels. And he was trying to talk. He was trying to talk to his disciples and shit. And I remember he was getting kind of frustrated.
Yeah.
Because he was like, you know. They were like, what do you mean? Because he was trying to tell them, you know, basically, like I said, ye are gods, one of them. Also, love, teach about love and all this other shit. But they were so uneducated that they didn't get what the fuck he was saying.
Exactly.
And
but
he would get frustrated, you know. But he still got crucified by just trying to fucking teach. And maybe we need to learn from that. Maybe
there's a fucking message there.
Learn from his flaw that he did there. He didn't do such a good job.
And that's why it's there. For someone to pick up
on that.
What happened? Like, okay,
boy.
Supposedly, I mean, this is just
fuck, nigga.
No, it is.
Hold up.
I'm being dead serious. This is a message for someone to be like, okay, I see what happened. I see where it went wrong.
God,
for them to pick up and be like, okay, so this is what we have to do now. And that is supposedly how.
Hold up, this shit.
Dog, for real, I'm being dead. It's a fucking message.
That blew my mind right there, man. We just caught his little flaw that he did. You know, the way he was trying to teach his people didn't work. And it would be up to the next motherfucker to see what happened there and fix it.
That's how flowers work. You know, it grows to a point, and then its job is to plant another seed and grow better. Like, what he did was for that time, but now it's someone's job to look at them and be like, okay, this is where he fucked up, and this is what I need to do.
Damn it, boy.
Well, I don't want to say he fucked up. I feel like he did it on purpose. So the human,
maybe not. But because if he knew he was gonna do it on purpose, why would he do it instead of just fixing?
But what if I told you someone tried? That is the definition. Man, what's the word? Hold on, man. I want to get this right. That is the definition of a man where his struggle, where he'll plant a tree that he'll never get to benefit from the shade. His kids will 30, 40 years later, but you know, like a man should struggle for benefits that he will never get to fucking.
They say once you understand that, then you'll understand.
Ooh, life's different. You realize it's not about me, but it is about me.
Man, I just had that
It's not about my feelings. It's not about my crying, anything. No one gives a fuck about feeling. The success, the life don't give a fuck how you feel.
I just had
but
that
your future
man.
generations will.
I just had that awakening probably like this past week or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. I was looking at my daughter and I said, you know what? Said, you know, not that anything that I'm fucking doing matters, but it does matter only because I gotta fucking help her pass me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Damn, nigga, hey, that's deep.
That's a whole nother topic.
We should end this fucking.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and end it.